Guys, we're back. Episode 5. We're in the business, not business. We're in the cut. We're active with it. We're live. We're all that good stuff. Let's get things rolling. Drewski, how was your week?
It was a good week. Very good week for me. What about you?
Fruitful. Great day in the professional world.
Great day.
Well,
Great
week.
Great week in the professional world. Yep.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Always a good start to the week.
It was. What about you?
Weather is clearing.
Weather is clearing. A little bit of rain here today, but
Slightly overcast.
yeah, I think tomorrow? Sun, 50s maybe?
Something like that. I'm not too sure. But hey, golf course is coming soon. I want to play a lot of golf this year.
You think so?
I really want to actually try to be good.
I think once a week. That's my goal.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of golf.
Yeah, I think once a week.
Are you going to take lessons?
I think I might take a few.
Yeah. I want to get a couple lessons.
Right, because if you're going to spend, we know how expensive golf is, right? So, if you're going to spend the money to play every week, you might as well spend a little bit more to at least be good when you play every week, you know?
My qualm with that would be the better you get, the less you get for your money.
What do you mean?
If you pay $100 and take 100 shots, then you paid $1 a shot. But if you're good, then your score goes down to 70. You only took 70 shots.
Guess that's true. But
So if we're looking at financial...
but enjoyment is what you cannot put a value on.
Right.
And the better you get, the more enjoyment you get out of the sport.
But the more shots you take, the more chances you have at enjoyment.
No. I would be much more enthused, invigorated if I got a hole-in-one on a hole.
You'll need more than a lesson for that.
Right? But what I'm saying is
Right.
like...
I have had a hole-in-one, true story.
It's not.
16 years... No, I wasn't 16. I was super young. Can't remember how old I was. I was with my grandpa who was playing his local course. I wish I could blame it on skill and say that I'm someone that frequently peppers the hole. Definitely not. It was a rainy day, uphill par 3, 140 some yards. I believe I took a 7-iron, hit it up there. Thought, oh, that's a great shot. I'm on the green, somewhere up there. We're walking up, look around the back of the green, can't find the ball. Front of the green, bunkers, can't find it. Walk over, oh my gosh, it's in the hole. What a time. Memory that I'll never forget. However, sadly, I didn't get to see it roll in the hole.
Yeah.
That would have been satisfying to do the whole cheer and run down. So, still hunting one that I can celebrate. But I'll remember it forever.
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
Ever since you said yards, I haven't been able to stop thinking about that. Because I didn't think you used yards in measurement in England.
We can use everything.
But I felt you typically measure in meters.
Golf is measured in yards.
Even in England.
Yeah.
Wow. So that is standardized, but the rules...
Where was golf invented?
I think my backyard.
I actually don't know when it invented, but that would
Scotland,
be convenient.
maybe?
Probably. That would be my guess. Somewhere over there.
With kilts, skirts,
kilts. I think you could wear a kilt.
A kilt?
Yeah, I could see you wearing a kilt. Not even as fancy dress, just as I think it would look quite cool.
Oh yeah,
With
and
a beer
bagpipes?
and some bagpipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you could rock that aesthetic.
A Guinness and some
A
bagpipes.
Guinness, some bagpipes, and a kilt.
Yeah, I think I could. And one of those, the hats the Green Berets wear, like the caps.
The Peaky Blinders caps.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
Flat caps.
Flat caps. Give me a good flat cap.
There
Put
you
it
go.
on backwards.
We can make that work, definitely.
I think playing
and
the bagpipes is
We've been
cool.
planning a European tour for our podcast.
We have been.
Because right now we've got, how many viewers do we have right now?
At least 60,000.
60,000. So once we break through to 60 million, it should be sometime, when did the manager say we were going to get there?
Next week.
Next week. So once we get there, we're going to look at making a trip out to Europe.
Yeah.
And currently we've already sold out 3 cities. Which cities have we sold out?
Madrid, London, and Paris.
And Paris. Great cities to sell out.
Those are the only ones I can think of.
I know. And I mean, it's a 10 cities tour.
Yeah.
We've sold out 3 and we've got 7 left. Where else can people see us?
Rome,
Florence.
not Kentucky.
No.
The other one. And then what are some others, Isley?
They can come to Birmingham. We have one over in Manchester.
6, 7.
We have one in Dublin.
Yep.
And go on. What was the other 2 that we had?
The last 2 that we had, I don't know. I think there's pop-up surprise tours.
We're going to throw that out on the
17th.
17th. I was going to say the Instagram. But yeah, we'll be sure to let people know.
We really wanted to take the international approach first before doing something here locally.
Right. Because we did look at some venues. Capacity-wise, I don't think they were able to hold the people that would want to attend. And we want to do what's right by the viewers.
Yeah, there's too much demand, and we want to make sure everybody gets a ticket. And I think that just wouldn't have been fair to the people.
And that's why we turned the O2 into the O3.
Yeah, and that's why we...
Name the rapper.
Oh,
that's embarrassing. I thought you could do the pop culture thing.
O2 to O3?
Yeah.
Like the years?
No. I was asked a question on Instagram the other day, and I posted an Instagram reel, and it was kind of like a question time, and my plan was the next reel to answer some questions within it.
Okay.
One of the questions I got asked was actually a really good question, and I thought I'd steal it from my personal Instagram and use it on the podcast. The question is...
Good thinking.
If you were in the Hunger Games, what would your strategy be? Oh, see, you were going to say kill everyone, weren't you?
I was.
But that's not a good strategy, is it?
No, I think it is. I just didn't want to say it.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't want to say it. But I mean, I do. I think...
So you would just go Rambo, just going to kill people?
Yeah, I'd go to the cornucopia and just pull the trigger.
Well, you're going to have to do it
Figuratively,
99 times.
There are 99 people in the
I thought
Hunger
there was
Games?
100.
I don't think there were. I think there's 2 from every district, and there's 12 districts. So there's 24 people in the Hunger Games. You thought there were 100 people in the Hunger Games?
Squid Games, sorry. I don't think you would physically be able to just go Rambo and just kill everyone. Like, you'd have to have some sort of strategy.
Why?
Because then otherwise the strongest person would win every year, and that never happens.
I'd just rather be on the offense than the defense, maybe.
Right, but I'm saying offensively, what would your strategy be?
Well, get to the middle first and get some weapons where I know they are.
Right, but that's only the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Okay, well then go find a tall tree.
So now you're talking strategy.
So what would your strategy be then? It sounds like you've put some thought into this.
Yeah, I would be very... if everyone runs to the middle and gets all the weapons, and you're carrying a bow and arrow and a knife and a sword, and another person's carrying 2 swords and a knife, and then one other person's carrying 2 bow and arrows.
And how do you know all this?
Well, everyone goes to pick up weapons, like you said.
But how do you see them? That's what I'm saying. If you're not there, how are you seeing them?
But I'm saying, when someone kills you, they're not going to be able to carry all your equipment. Then they're going to have to start leaving things. Now I can collect things as I move without the danger of attack.
Because real G's move like lasagna. Right? You're talking
Real
about
G's
moving.
don't move like lasagna.
Oh, I thought that's what the saying was.
Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Oh, I missed the silence part.
That's the whole premise of the comment.
Oh, is it really?
Well, lasagna doesn't move.
Right. That is true. That's why I didn't get it.
You don't understand what that means. You just heard it.
Right, and I was just trying to repeat it. Like, I have no clue what it actually is referencing.
Real G's move in silence. If I'm a real G, I move silently, like I would in the Hunger Games. And the G in lasagna is silent.
Oh.
In the word lasagna.
At a loss for words. I really had no clue.
Well, now
what
you
it
know.
was referencing.
Now you know.
So
Oh,
today... No.
We Googled
We can
it.
tell the people.
We Googled it.
Yeah, and I was still correct.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were
You
reading
lost your
it.
mind.
You were reading it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm right." I'm like,
lost
"No,
your
it
mind.
is." So Isley says, "All right, let's record tomorrow in the afternoon." I'm like, "Okay, perfect." The afternoon. Now let's take a pause, a break, a mental
Lapse.
time of tranquility. When you say afternoon, what time frames do you think that is? Nope, I'm not asking you.
Oh, so are you waiting for them to respond? You'll be waiting a while.
Yep. I'm just asking, so take a thought. Right? Okay. So if you said 6 o'clock in the evening was the afternoon, you're sick. You're actually sick. So what happened was, Isley texts me at like 4:30 and says, "When are you down to record the pod?" ? I'm like, "You said the afternoon. It is almost into the evening." So I just send back a question mark. And he goes, "The pod?" ? And I said, "You were going to record. You said we were going to record in the afternoon." And he shot out the time of 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Per se. And he thinks that's the afternoon. And I said, so clearly that is not. That is the evening. Anything in my mind, in my opinion, anything past work time is the evening. 5 o'clock and after, that's the evening. And so I just don't think, like, how do you tell time in England? That's not how we tell time here. Yeah.
That was the run?
That was me on my soapbox.
Wow. What a soapbox to be on.
It was. It's the right one.
I don't think I've ever been wrong. So when in a situation where I have to navigate or make decisions, I feel like you have the same perception of your decision making. Never been wrong.
I would say I'm a pretty good decision maker.
I feel like we would be an absolute house on... Is a house on fire a disaster? Oh, no, that's when you get along well.
No, a house on fire is a disaster.
A house on fire.
How would you think a house on fire is not a disaster?
Because it's just like you're getting on like a house on fire.
Anywho, we're going to have to unpack that at a later time.
I'm very worried about how we're going to navigate said escape room. And
so is that because you don't want or know how to compromise?
Yes.
So I think that's the root of the real issue, is your ability to work in teams and compromise on issues.
Yeah, I'm very...
And are you saying I don't have that ability?
Yes.
You think
I'm dragging you down with me.
Okay. Well, I think you read the situation correct, because I do not compromise well either. It is very much my way or the highway.
Right.
But I'm a very easygoing person. But if you want to do or say something that I don't agree with, then kind of like a dictatorship.
But, I mean...
Like North Korea.
I would agree. It is definitely usually my way or the highway, but the great thing is about my way is it's the right way.
Yeah, in your opinion.
No, it is. You know?
No, but that's okay.
If we go to a casino...
Okay.
And you give me $100.
Okay.
And then with that $100, I win 1,000.
Okay.
How much would you expect me to give you?
800.
Oh, 800. How did we get there?
I wear all the risk.
If I would have lost 100,
yeah,
would you expected me to give it back to you?
Yeah.
You don't assume any risk.
I do.
No, you don't, because you're getting your 100 either way. There's no way you lose.
But would you agree to that?
Agree to what?
Paying me back.
What? On the grounds you just established? Absolutely not, because you made up a lie.
Well, what would you want me to give you back?
What? You're not giving me anything back.
Well, what would you want if you used my $100 and won 1,000?
Well, this is the premise of the question.
Okay, how much would you want? That's what
How
I'm
much
asking.
would you give me back?
I just told you $200.
You said 800.
I would get 800. You would get 2.
So if it was a flip and I give you 100 and you made the 1,000, how much would you give me?
800.
No, you wouldn't.
You wear all the risk. I understand that.
Moral of the story: me and Drew are going to the casino tonight. I have already preemptively forgotten my wallet. Drew's going to give me 4 racks.
4.
3.5.
So what's the difference between a rack and a band? Is a band 100 and a rack is 1,000?
Oh, this is the thing. I think band and rack are the same.
I don't think they are. 300 bands, $300.
Bands is definitely 1,000.
You think so?
Because the premise of the word bands is the band that goes around the money.
Yeah.
So to have a band around the money would make it 1,000, not 100.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
But I don't think a rack is 100, 1,000, both 1,000.
So they're synonymous with one another.
Synonymous. So you give me 3 racks, I'll give you a band. Basically the same thing.
Cool.
Let's get culturally... what's it when you keep up with the times?
Educated?
Sure.
In the news?
In the news. The Chipotle lady. Did you see that?
No.
So...
Like my friend who works at Chipotle?
No.
Oh.
It's not all about you.
Oh, well, I didn't know when you said Chipotle lady.
Anywho, this might have been your friend. Wait till I tell the story, then you can decide if it was.
You're so ridiculous.
So this lady was ordering her food. She went through whatever, got to the checkout, and she wasn't happy. She was complaining the whole way, yada, yada, yada. Someone was filming it, And she basically got angry and threw her food at the worker, like an open bowl of chipotle.
Oh my gosh.
At the worker's face.
Oh my gosh.
So like socked her with this like plate of food, and the worker was
it a
like,
bowl or a burrito?
A bowl.
Whoa.
Oh, a burrito could have caused some serious damage.
I mean, that would be
Blunt
heavy.
force trauma. Force trauma.
Brunt.
Brute. Blunt. It's blunt.
No, brunt.
I'm not sure. Anyway, force trauma. Straight to the noggin top, that would be an issue.
The type of burritos I order at Chipotle, it hit you right in the temple, right?
You're out. Serious mass.
Yeah, you're out for
Those
at
things.
least a minute. If I chuck that thing, I hit it right here in the dome.
Anywho, poor lady. We're joking about it. We shouldn't be. So yeah, threw the ball at the girl.
A projectile.
That's outrageous. She got caught on camera. Obviously, she would have got in trouble regardless. But she got caught on camera for it. And they took her to court. And the judge obviously fined her, yada yada. And don't quote me on this, but this was the concept. Gave her 90 days working in customer service in a Chipotle. So she had to work for free for 90 days in a Chipotle.
Whoa.
Or she could do like 6 months in jail. Something like that.
Can they do
Some
that?
of those numbers. 100%.
Speaking of court cases, did you see that video of the guy jumping over like the seat the judge sits in? Like just clears it.
Incredible.
Talk about high jumps.
And that thing's like very high.
Oh, at least 6-8 feet, I would guess, depending on the courtroom.
My favorite thing is he didn't touch the thing to like help himself up.
I know.
He was already a foot above it way before he like got close. He must have set off running way back. How did the guy next to the stand not see him coming?
I don't think that's my thing. He just must have been quick.
And he just took off and soared in there. And my favorite thing about it is obviously he had to do like another trial.
Oh yeah, and they bagged his face.
And they had like a muzzle. He's like locked up. And they used the same judge. It was the same
Wouldn't
lady.
you want to be? If somebody did that to me,
yeah, I know,
and then bring him back in, I would definitely want to still be the judge. Be like, oh, who's gonna win now? You want to get on parole? Guess what? 60 years. Okay.
So let's wrap things up.
Let's wrap
Episode
things up.
5, been a pleasure. No better episode than it because now is the present. Live in the present, not the past or the future, because it's the only thing that's guaranteed. Outro.
You only live in the present. Because this is the only thing that's guaranteed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
No, do a good outro.
What does a good outro look like?
Sound like. Have some courtesy for the people listening. Guys, sorry my co-host is unable to conduct a simple outro. We've really appreciated you guys tuning in. Show some love on the socials, whether that is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever that may be. Keep tuning in. Really loves the support. Don't feel afraid to drop some comments on areas we can improve because we want to be here to stay and we want to make this podcast as successful as it can be. So if there's anything you can see that we can do to take this to the next level, don't be afraid to let us know. Have a good one. Well, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.